Alrighty, let's get started here. See who's watching. If you guys are new, make sure to hit that subscribe button or the like button. I'd appreciate it. But let's start with Bitcoin, then we can get to some of the other coins that I wanted to talk about today. Bitcoin currently at 63K, back above that 62K level that I talked about yesterday in my video. I wanted to close a weekly candle above 62K and even above 60K. We did not get above 62K yesterday, but we're back to 63K. I still think there's a chance in the next 6 days we go to 75K. That's only a $10,000 move, and I do think before this bull run is over, we'll see several $10,000 moves in a day, but we'll see what happens. I think 75K still has a 20 to 30% chance of playing out by the end of this month in about a week. So right now, what I'd look for is maybe a retest of 62.5 and then a bounce. You already had a bounce there once, so you might not even go back down that low because you already had a bounce there. You went down to 62.510, so about $10 away from where I thought it would go down to. Actually, I thought the support I've drawn is 62.457, but it looks like you got the bounce there. So now the next area, you're actually in a uptrend on the smaller time frames. The next place you should go would be 63.640, which you actually got rejected off of earlier today. So we'll see if we, on the second attempt, we can break that. If we can break 63.640, your next target is going to be all-time highs at $67,000. And I do think you see $67,000 by the end of this week on Bitcoin. So I do think we'll make new all-time highs on Bitcoin by the end of this week. We'll see what happens, though. Smaller time frames are saying we could be going down a little bit lower, but I do think the local bottom is in here at 62.5. So I do think short term we're going to go back up and at least test 63.640 before we, it's decision time if we want to go up or down. But I think you probably break 63.640 as well. So we'll see what happens, though. But I think short term, I think we are going to go up. So that's kind of my quick analysis on Bitcoin. I do think you make a new all-time high by the end of this week. So with that being said, let's go over to I wanted to talk about this coin, PINU coin. It's on Dex Tools, it's on Uniswap, it's on I think it's on QuickSwap. Anyways, yeah, I bought it around 10, so now it's at 75 right now. I'm down about 25%. I might add to my position later tonight. I don't know. But the market cap's only $8 million. They are doing some stuff with NFTs, and it only came out a few days ago. So with the market cap this small, it's either it's a dud or it's a 100x gem. We'll see what happens. I do think it has potential, so I'll keep adding to this position. But if you go any lower than 7.5, or if you go any lower than 7, it's going to get kind of bearish, because I do have a trend line we have that we're kind of following. If you guys are on YouTube, you can see my chart. So ever since I came out, you're kind of following this trend line upwards. If you go below 7, that's going to be kind of invalidated. But right now you're following it. You did have a wick below it, but as of right now, you're back above it, so it's looking pretty good for PINU coin. It's definitely a gamble. It's definitely risky. But if you guys want to make some money or have the potential to make some really good money, then I think this is a good play. It's a lot risky. It's pretty risky, but high risk, high reward. That's what I say. If you guys want to see any coins, let me know, and we can look at them. Oh, I did want to talk about Jasmine because this coin is going parabolic. I also want to talk about Fear coin. Jasmine, let me go to the 1 hour chart. I currently have $3,000 in this coin. I should have held for 5 cents. I kind of sold my investment because I didn't believe in it anymore, because the market cap wasn't confirmed, and then it mooned and I missed out. So right now I'm just trying to trade this coin, but it looks like 10 cents is going to be major resistance for Jasmine. If we break 10 cents, I think you go up to 15 cents. But if you can't break 10 cents, if you can't break 10 cents, then I obviously think 8.5 is going to be acting as support, because you bounced there earlier today at 8.5. So resistance is 10 cents and 8.5 is support. So that's it for Jasmine. Another coin that went parabolic today, I've been holding this coin since $1, is Fear coin. It's at $1.60. It went all the way up to $1.83. If we go back to the 6 hour chart, we can see that, let me go to the 12 hour chart actually on Jasmine. We can see that you wicked past the 618, and now you're currently consolidating around the 0.5 fib, between the 0.5 and the 0.618 fib. The 0.618 fib was at $1.70, and you got rejected there. You had a wick all the way up to 183, And yeah, right now you're consolidating. You're holding support at the 0.5 fib and trying to retest the 0.618 fib at $1.70. If you get past that, your next target for Fear Coin is going to be basically $2, $1.97 on Fear Coin. If you get past that, the next fib is the the next fib after $2 would be $2.32. And then after that, I'd have to redraw my fibs because everything after that I think would be new all-time highs. So right now I'm bullish on it. It probably needs a day or two to consolidate, but I am still holding this. This is one of my investments. It is an NFT game, and I think it has potential long-term. So we'll see what happens, but today it's doing pretty well. It's up on the new day. On the new day, it's down 0.5%, but I think it was up 25-30% today at the highest point. So looking pretty good for Fear Coin. Yeah, so that's kind of it for Fear Coin. So PINU coin, I think it's a gamble, but I do think it can can easily 10x easy, possibly 100x from here. But that's kind of the biggest talking point of the day. I put a few grand into this, and if it goes any lower, I would like to put more in, although I really want it to hold this blue line of support. So we'll see what happens. I do think though this can do very well, or it could go to zero obviously, but it's up 200 or 300% at least ever since in the last 24 hours, or I should say in the last 48 hours. Since it came out, it's gone straight up. Let me go to the daily chart. Probably should go to the hourly chart actually. I mean, that's the hourly chart. It's just continually be going up. So yeah, I don't know. It's a gamble, but I do think it has a lot of potential, and there's a lot of volume on it, so I do like that. And the holders, that's the biggest thing. When I got in the holders was around 1990, so not a huge difference, but in the last 8 hours, the holders have consistently been going up, even though the price has been consolidating. So overall, I do like it. The buys and sells currently are about even, but like I said, as long as there's more holders and more people are buying this, even if the price is going down, then that means that the project is still alive and a lot of people still believe in it. So I don't know. If get in early, you can make a lot of money though. So we'll see what happens with this. That's all I got, guys. I'll see you guys Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Until then, trade safe.